George Galloway, the lead candidate for the All for Unity Party, and I have 10 quick questions for George. The last movie you watched?
The Mauritanian,
yes.
made by a Glasgow man.
Yep.
Very powerful movie about Guantanamo Bay and a man unjustly imprisoned and tortured there.
I think that would be right up your street, that kind of thing. Yep. Two of the last TV series you really enjoyed?
Line of Duty. It's a masterpiece.
Okay?
I watched it till 2 o'clock this morning. If I look bleary-eyed, that's why.
Who would play you on screen?
Well, by a series of fantastic coincidences, I became very friendly with Sean Penn, and he said, if there's a movie about your life, I'll play you. So Sean Penn.
Can you tell us the coincidences? Is it too long to tell?
Yeah, well, it's an amazing story, one of my best. He saw my performance at the US Senate, saw that I was on a speaking tour of the United States, invited me to San Francisco. I met him in an Irish bar over the pool table, went to his house the next day for lunch, and he told me, as you do, that Warren Beatty wants to meet you. Will we drive down to Beverly Hills to meet him? I said, I'm not sure, I might be washing my hair. So I then got into this open top car, made the drive from San Francisco to Beverly Hills, had lunch with Warren Beatty, whose next door neighbour is Jack Nicholson. Warren Beatty tells me that Jack is a big fan of mine also, but Jack, where else, is in Cuba. But I've got his key and I want to show you something in his downstairs lavatory. I'm thinking, what is this? We cross the garden, go in the side door, into the downstairs lavatory, and there is my speech to the US Senate framed in Jack Nicholson's bog. 84 yesterday was Jack.
Brilliant. Great story. The last time you cried?
I probably shed a tear at the Mauritanian, but I'm not big on crying.
Okay.
I'm a man's man.
Got a Scottish thing, yes. Best pal in politics?
Would be Mr. Ben for decades, from 1974 until his death and at his funeral and until now. He's still my mentor, like a second father to me.
It might be the same answer then, the politician you most admire from history?
All history?
Yes.
That would be a man called Charles James Fox, who was 3 times evicted from Parliament and 3 times re-elected. He was a great friend of democracy in Britain and also overseas. He's the first statue in St. Stephen's entrance in the House of Commons, and I used to rub my sleeve on his toe every day when I went in. Very, very great figure.
A man after your own heart, basically.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Exactly. What would you have done if you hadn't been a politician?
Well, I would have liked to have been a footballer.
What position did you play?
Well, believe it or not, right wing.
Okay.
I played for Craig Brown, the then Scotland manager, for Scotland versus England at West Ham's Boleyn Ground, and he picked me up front as centre forward, saying, George has scored for Scotland all over the world. So I got my first cap from Craig Brown.
Fantastic. Your biggest regret?
Oh, you've not got time.
One? Can you pick one?
There would almost all be personal things that I wouldn't talk about, but
politics?
In politics, maybe being a wee bit too harsh on one or two people from time to time.
Okay. Your biggest achievement?
That would be the US Senate appearance in 2005. I have a day job for television in America, Monday to Friday, every night. I've got a big public in America, thanks to that appearance. And I think it made people in Britain just a wee bit proud of our tradition. I think they underestimated me.
George, I was going to say, they got you over there to grill you, didn't they?
The roasting was on them. In fact, the New York Post headline sums it up best. Brit fries US senators in oil.
And you still use the fries thing now, don't you?
I do, yeah.
George is frying tonight.
Exactly.
Yep, yeah, brilliant. And what do you dream of? What's your post-pandemic dream? What's the thing you're desperate to do?
Play with my children on a beach in the sunshine. It's been a long time for everybody. I've been lucky. I've worked every day of the pandemic. Haven't lost a penny, but others have lost so much, including, of course, the lives of their loved ones.
Thanks for your time, George.